Ladies and gentlemen, how we doing? Bringing you guys some more Pokemon Wi-Fi action. My friends are playing GTA 5 in the room over, so if you hear sirens or crashes or just people shouting, you know what it is. So anyway, getting into today's match. This was against Zycor, the guy who is sitting. You all know him, and this was a pretty damn good game. I got to try out a new team that I have not saved a new team in forever. Actually, this wasn't even a fully new team. There was just a couple things on it, but anyway. So basically, I'm waiting for the game to start because I never record this long before the battle actually starts. So I'm kind of just left with dead air. Anyway, alright, getting into the match. I lead off with my very aptly named blue pile of trash, which is fucking garbage because it doesn't get to do anything this whole match. And I get you turned on, and his grand contribution in the entire battle is one layer of spikes. Yeah, so blue shit is definitely pulling his weight, putting it into 5th gear right away. So he U-turns out of there with Ape, obviously to bring in Starmie because Starmie will wreck this thing. And I forgot that he possibly could have known Psyshock, and I was like, oh, just my physical defense got lowered. He can't hit me with anything, and then he had Psyshock. So I was like, well, go figure. I'm bad at this game. So bring in Porygon 2 now after being down 5-6 right off the bat. So great start. I get my spikes up though. You know, it's always silver lining. So. Ferrothorn's in here now, and I don't really think I can do anything to it. I have Thunder Wave, and no, I have Toxic because I have Discharge. That's it. So I can't poison him. Discharge isn't going to do shit. Ice Beam won't do shit. I stayed in a turn just to see what kind of Ferrothorn he was, because if he is a Cedar, then I want to make sure that I can get the safe switch into Subtile. And since I saw Leech Seed, I know that that's the case, so he just goes for the spikes this turn. Not a big deal for me. Now I get to set up my sub and hopefully dish out some attacks to people, and he protects, which is perfect. So I get the sub up now, and I'm looking to wreck some face with this Life Orb Sceptile. And I think I'm just running Focus Blast, Giga Drain, and what's my last move? I think Hidden Power of some kind, maybe Rock. I think it's Rock. So, the reason Dragonite, and this thing was set to cause me a lot of problems. First off, holy shit, it's not taking any damage at all whatsoever. So that's a problem. Subtile's just not cutting it. He's gonna be able to roost it off, and multi-scale will make it so he just won't die. I can't do anything to him. So I'm in that rare situation where I actually have to switch out with my sub up still. You almost never have to do that, but I can't let this thing get in there and start, you know, getting comfortable. So, and then I see he has subs. So I'm like, well, fucking perfect. I can't poison him now. So that's just great. So I'm just gonna try and Ice Beam to break his subs, but as you will see, he's just gonna be able to roost up, and then multi-scale will make it so my Ice Beams do just about nothing. And I'm really trying to rack my brain now, thinking of how I can possibly get rid of this Dragonite, because he can just sub and roost, and he can literally just parastall me until he gets a free turn to do something. But the fortunate thing for me is, as you'll soon find out, is this Dragonite really can't do much aside from just phasing and harassing. So he has Dragon Tail as his one attacking move, meaning he's probably waiting until he can just get the free sub up, and then he'll Dragon Tail me out of there. And at this point, I know that the safest thing for me to do is stay in and just Ice Beam, because I don't want anything to get paralyzed. It doesn't have to. So he Dragon Tails now. He brings in Aggron, and I actually realize this could be a really good opportunity to get rid of this Dragonite, because this is a sub puncher with Toxic. I just threw Toxic on there as like a move to sort of like shut down walls that can physically, you know, tank my moves. So he Thunder Waves me, not a problem. Definitely prefer that to getting burned or whatever. So Toxic on the Dragonite, and that was the point where I was like, oh, okay, we're good. We got this. We're back in it. So because he definitely won't be able to tank hits and harass my team for much longer because he's Toxic. So that means I have the free chance now to predict the switch to his Ferrothorn and unprotected Focus Punch, and then I get paralyzed. Fuck, I was in there, man. I was totally gonna wreck that Ferrothorn on the switch. I knew he was gonna bring it in, and I get paralyzed on the Focus Punch. I was like, fucking go figure. So he just gets the free hit on me, but it's not too big of a deal because I can just set up the sub now, and then I can go for another Focus Punch and hopefully not get paralyzed. So what winds up happening is he gets spikes up again. He gets up all his spikes this game, and he might even get up rocks. I actually don't know. No, he just gets up spikes, never mind. But anyway, I now get to pull off the much less flashy, but still helpful Focus Punch from behind the sub after a couple turns of setup. So The second one's going to finish him off. Bit unfortunate I have to take all the Iron Barb's damage, and he keeps getting his spikes up. So while he did lose his main physical wall, or just all-around wall, because Ferrothorn's fucking ridiculously stupid good. So it's, he did lose that, but he got up all those spikes, and he got Aggron down pretty low. So he brings in Mamoswine now, and I'm like, oh, sweet, I can just, like, head smash and kill him, but because I'm stupid, I forget that, he's part grounded, he resists rock because of that, or he's neutral to it, rather, because of his ground resistance. His ground type resisting rock. Jesus, I'm not articulating my Pokemon knowledge that well today, and that's just not going to help because I don't have that much knowledge to really articulate to begin with. So I gotta make sure what I do say actually makes sense. But anyway, so Mamo goes down to a crit. Probably didn't matter because of how strong Aggron was. So he brings in Heracross now, and I know that I can't take a fighting move or anything of the sort. So I bring in Gyarados, and if you guys remember from my last battle with Nick, you kind of know what this thing does, and it tends to pull its weight from the couple times I've used it. So he switches out the Heracross, meaning it's probably choiced, and you'll find out later it is Scarfed, and he brings in Dragonite to hopefully wall me, but what he doesn't know is that I totally am sub-DD with Bounce and Waterfall. So I was really wondering for a second if Dragon Tail phased you out even with a sub up, because I forgot. Turns out it doesn't, which is great, because now I can sort of sub-stall him until Poison gets him down to the point where I can just kill him with an attack. So I wait just one more turn, and after this, he should be at a low enough point where I think Waterfall will kill him with 1DD under my belt, and that does turn out to be the case. So now, thinking ahead, the only real thing that's standing in Gyarados' way is the Heracross, because if he's Scarfed and he has Stone Edge, that could cause me serious problems. As you'll see, he brings it in now, so obvious choice by him, and he goes for Stone Edge and it misses. And I thought that was really big, because I didn't know, like, how good I would take the hit, and something exciting's happening out there, holy shit. So, yeah, my friend's playing GTA 5. They're having a blast. So, anyway, he has to fodder star me because I managed to get the bounce off, and he brings in Heracross again to try and Stone Edge again, and he misses again. And at that point I was like, I was going to fodder Gyarados because I knew I had other stuff to clean up the rest of his guys, but turns out that he just missed both Stone Edges, and he told me he calced it, and with the spread on my Gyarados, it would have been a 2-hit KO. So him missing both of them mattered. If he just missed one, then, or if he missed even just one, then it would have, it would have played out the same most likely. So I just managed to outspeed his Infernape and kill it with the Waterfall, and that will be the game. So, good game, Zycor. A little bit of hacks against you after pretty much after I got paralyzed on the Focus Punch switch-in thing. The hacks just sort of completely destroyed you. So, but that happens sometimes. Happens to me a lot, that's for sure. So, anyway, that was a match, a good game, Zycor. If you guys are watching this, then that means that, well, if you're watching this like right after it's uploaded, that means that I am probably in Ann Arbor, Michigan right now at the Big House 3 Super Smash Bros. Tournament. And once I get back, I will be providing you guys with all the lovely Pokemon X and Y content I look forward to dishing out. So until then, guys, it has been me. Thank you all very much for watching. Leave a like if you liked it, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. I really appreciate it. And my friends are having a blast out there. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not, but it's pretty funny. So anyway, that'll do that on me. Thank you all very much for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you next time.